What's going on YouTube? This your boy Social Zay. I want to start off by saying click that thumbs up and subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at Social Zay. That's once again Social Zay. Please subscribe and like to my channel. Let's get into this Mob Wives Part 1 reunion. I really liked the reunion. It was really nice. Everybody looked good. Even Nat G looked good. She still looked whorish, but nevertheless, she looked good. I'm kind of going back and forth at looking at myself in the camera and looking. So if you like, I don't know which one should I do. Should I look at myself or look in the camera? I think if I look in the camera, I'm kind of, but it looks weird anyway. So let's start off by getting your favorite comments on Twitter. That was like really making me laugh. There was a lot of calling each other rat and when to not call each other rat. I think in the black community, as we can see, well, I won't even say in the black community, in certain areas, preferably up north, snitching is where it all generated from. If anybody knows, you just don't, certain things you just don't snitch about. Like, if you know for a fact that something is going on, you go over there and you whoop that motherfucker's ass, and then you let that be the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But to get the police involved, nowadays, police, you call police, they're really not going to do anything, especially if it's something he say, she say shit. They're really not going to do anything. You can't file criminal charges unless something happens. So, with this whole rat, snitch, tattletale shit, I think up north is a big issue because you know for a fact you did something wrong, and you instead of you admitting it and saying what it is, you want to, now you're labeled a rat, a snitch. Now, with the whole thing where Karen and Nat G get involved is from season 4 when Nat G, what is her name? I can't think of her name right now. Anyway, Karen family, if anybody knows about the Gravano family, is Sammy the Bull, Radic on the Gotti family. And we're just going to get into a quick history before we go into the reunion. Radic on the Gotti family. In return, this Mob Wife show happened. In the midst of the Mob Wife show happening, there started things coming about the Gotti family, about, you know, certain families, and we all got a gist of how it works. Now, 2015, we're still talking about Gotti's versus Gravano family. And one of the things is you notice that two people, they try to stay out of it, and that is Big Ange and Drita. They try to stay out of it because it's a lose-lose situation. But for newcomers like Nat G, that seems she still can't get it, she keeps attacking Karen, calling her family rat and everything like that, that can't get it. It's just like, okay, we're bringing the same thing up from season 1 when Renee and Karen got into it, and Karen and Renee had a talk and had a sit down, and they squashed it. Now we're seeing 2015 season 5, we're repeating the same thing over and over, and after a while it just gets really tiresome. So I think that with this reunion right here, we're just focusing on something that doesn't need to be focused on. Karen should definitely take the high road, even though she's my girl, and I understand for a fact when you get tired of a bitch talking shit about you, you will eventually take the low road with that bitch. Whether it's she's talking about you, or talking about your family, or talking about, you know, anything about your man in general. You get tired of that shit. So I think Karen, she's just sick of it. Now, where it gets tricky is Renee. So let's talk about the reunion first of all. Everybody was looking cute as usual. Drita had on this black and white outfit, which I totally love black and white. I love it. It was very cute. It was very cute. Big Ange looked big as hell as usual. You know, titties is out to here, but her body's back there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just Big Edge, you know? So it's just Big Edge, okay? So then we have Renee. Renee had some type of cast on her foot. I don't know what it was. She should have wore a gown. I wouldn't have wore that shit. She should have wore a gown. I definitely wouldn't have wore that shit. She should have wore something else so we couldn't see. Karen, flawless victory as usual. She's flawless victory. Okay? Because I love Karen. I love Karen. She, from her necklace to her weave, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was weave or not, but from her necklace to her weave to her gown, she was flawless. She always kept her legs crossed as a lady should. Okay? Bitches, take notes, okay? Because I don't have time. Nat G. Nat G looked like she just came off the streets and sat down because they said, we're having the Mob Wife reunion today. And that's what she looked like. She looked like she did not. It's so funny how the younger girls now, she looked like she could have been on fucking Bad Girls Club, because that's how the fuck she was looking. She looked like an older girl of the Bad Girls Club. She didn't look classy. Her hair was cute. That was about it. But that outfit, that was just not cute at all. That shit was just ratchet and ugly, and it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute, Natchy. I'm sorry. Let me turn my camera this way, because there we go. That's way better. It wasn't cute, Nat G. I'm sorry to tell you, boo, it's not cute. What you had on was not cute. You just look like trash. I'm sorry. She did not represent Philly in a way that I know that Philly can be represented. She definitely did not represent any parts of Philly. She just was not Philly whatsoever. So, other than the looks, I really like that Vivica A. Fox did not look like Vivica. Okay, let's start there. Can we at least come there? I was like, who the fuck is this host? And they kept saying Vivica A. Fox, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Ain't Vivica. Her cheekbones was way up here. Titties was just giving you that. Like, her front lace wig was not up here, well back here, and then you can see her hairline, nigga. She needed she had a fade on the side. What the fuck is Vivica looking like nowadays? Her eyes is all chink. Who's calling? Her eyes is all chink and everything like that. I'm just like, Vivica did not look like herself on Mob Wives. She did not look like herself on Mob Wives. And I'm just like, really? Like, really? Who is this host? I just kept saying, who is the host? Who is the host? So, Vivica tried to take over Mob Wives like she wanted to be a Mob Wives, but I don't think it was actually working out for her. It was just, she was just kind of hood with it, and it was so funny, because she was just like, wait, when I have this card up, your ass is supposed to shut up. And I'm thinking, bitch, do you not know these girls don't give a fuck about no card? Like, they is crazy. So the first subject that came up was, which was so hilarious, the first subject that came up was Karen Gavano's boyfriend and Nat G's boyfriend in the club and that whole situation. Now, this is what came about it, was Karen and Nat G had a discussion, had an argument, or whatever the case may be, and somehow the boyfriends got involved, where he seen Nat G's boyfriend at the club, and he approached them, and was like, you know, if we don't have beef or anything like that, you know, we should just keep it like that. Now, that, from right there, that definitely would have been squashed if Nat G was not in the subject. Because anytime men have a discussion, it's between them men. You women are not supposed to get involved. That was rule one. If you know a lot of things about the women in the lifestyle, they do not get involved with the men's situations at all. So I think that's where Nat G was kind of like overcrossing the line. You don't get involved with men problems. You know what I'm saying? And then when it came at the Drunken Monkey, where she was just like, he's jerking me off, you know, it was just blown way out of proportion. Like, it was really blown out of proportion. And I think that Karen was just like fed up with how everybody else was on one page and she was on another page still attacking Karen. So that was the first issue they had solved. And then you should have seen that G's boyfriend's face. Okay, he got slashed, right? Like, his shit is cut open. Like, and they had him facing this way, so you couldn't really see it until he went like that and forgot his face was slashed on the other side. So his face is fucked up. So he was in the club once again, and probably talking at the mouth, or probably, you know, Karen got one of her goons, okay? Karen got them together, okay? And they meant to slash Natalie. They meant to slash Natalie, but this nigga started twerking and got slashed. So that's what happened. 9 out of 10, that's what happened, okay? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You know, because he had all them colors on. You know, he was looking real fashionable, okay? With all these colors on, with this scarf around his neck. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with the scarf around your neck. I don't even have a scarf around my neck, okay? We don't do these games, okay? So I'm not getting into that part. But I just think he a little suspect. Because, you know what I'm saying? He just came up there with a little scarf around his neck, you know, looking Fruit of the Loom. So, let's get into it. So that was the first issue that they had. Then the second issue was between the two guys, where he was like, Karen's boyfriend said, if she's a fucking rat, she's a fucking rat. And then he said, that G's boyfriend said, can you not please call her a rat? Like, can you not please talk like that? And I'm like, nigga, you need to show that you got some balls here. Your girlfriend is sticking up for you in y'all relationship, and you don't got no balls whatsoever. Like, that's fucked up. So that was the first issue that they had. Then they started talking about how Drita and... They haven't talked about how Drita and Big Ange felt about this situation, which is so funny, because if you look at this whole situation, Big Ange and Drita, she was playing you the whole time, and that should have pissed me off more than anything. But yeah, Big Ange and Drita sat right next to her, and I was just like, what the fuck? They would have had me in separate chairs. Like, this bitch sit over here, and I sit over here, because she played me this whole season. She played both of y'all. So then when the commercial came back off, and, you know, it came back on, all of a sudden, Karen, Renee started yelling back and forth at each other, because Vivica would ask a question to Karen, and Renee would answer, and she said, hold the fuck on, hold the fuck. It was hilarious. So if you guys didn't see it, check out the VH1 app. Also go on, you can go on the VH1 app to check it out. I think that's the only place or you can catch it on TV again whenever it's replaying. But VH1 app is the best, because you get to watch it live, or you get to rewatch it how many times you want to. I love VH1 app. But I try to catch it live, because I like to be on Twitter a lot, so just check it out. So I'm about to go, you guys. I have to go to the mall and figure some shit out. So check part 2 out of Mob Wives. Definitely hit me up on Twitter at SocialZay. Comment, subscribe, click that thumbs up or down, and tell me what you guys think. I haven't said the word in this video, if you guys noticed. I'm trying to do different things, trying to get comfortable more in front of the camera. So, yeah. So that's about it. Check out next Wednesday. I believe it's at 9 o'clock. Also, check out the premiere of... That's going to be a hard one. That's the reason why I have not been watching Mob Wives, the reunion. Because Empire has been taking over TV like nobody's business. Empire is the shit. I don't have time to be talking about that right now. Check out Mob Wives, Wednesday at 9 o'clock. But Empire is 2 hours long. Nobody's going to be watching Mob Wives. I'm sorry, they need to skip that week. Nobody's going to be watching Mob Wives. What are you going to do? You're not going to get the ratings to VH1. I'm sorry, you got to skip a week. So, check it out. If you guys have some more comments of the beef between Karen, are you team Karen Gavano or are you team Nat G? I am 100% I was gonna say Nat G. I am 100% team Karen because I don't believe that somebody can judge a person off of just one thing. You can't judge a person off of what your parents did. You can only judge a person of what their character is. And that's where Nat G lost this battle. I think she judged Karen based off of her father, and you can't make somebody, each person is accountable for their own shit, and I think that's where she lost the battle. I think she absolutely lost. The fans saw it, Twitter followers saw it. No matter what she did, no matter what she said, she lost the battle, and I think that's the reason why she wasn't in a lot of film catch, like shooting when they would all do parties and everything like that, because the fans knew for a fact that Nat G was totally wrong even before Nat D came along. The fans knew you cannot come after somebody, you can't judge somebody off of somebody else's past. You know what I'm saying? So, Twitter is blowing up, and I will call you guys later. Deuces.